Hello, my name is Thomas Malthus. I'm a scholar who was fascinated with the dynamics of population growth. In 1798 I anonymously published an essay. I wrote it in Britain, when I was a clergyman. It was called My Essay on the Principle of Population. I wrote this because I'm very interested in both mathematics and social observation. My essay offers a scientific model of human population growth. My essay is formed around two main points. First, that food is necessary to the existence of man. Second, that the passion between sexes is necessary, and will remain nearly in its present state. These two laws ever, since the knowledge of mankind, appear to be fixed laws of our nature. We haven't ever seen any kind of alteration in those 2 points I made. Assuming I'm correct, I say that the power of population is greater than the power of Earth to produce subsistence for man. I will now explain to you my main ideas. There is the rich people, and there are the poor people. There will always be rich and poor people. So if the rich or companies, to make this more understandable, were to give an extra $25 a week to their workers, it might be imagined that they would then be able to live comfortably and have a piece of meat every day for their dinners. But this would be a very false conclusion. The transfer of that $25 a day to every worker would not increase the quantity of meat in the country. There is not enough for everyone to have. The consequence would be competition among the buyers in the market of meat would rapidly raise the price from $5 to $6 for a piece of meat, and then the meat wouldn't be divided among many more than it is now. But to rear more cattle a year, this could only be done at the expense of the corn, which would be a run of an exchange. It is well known that the country could not support the same population, and when the meat is scarce in proportion to the number of people, it doesn't matter if the person has $5 or $6. No possible contributions from the rich, particularly in money, could for any time prevent the recurrence of distress amongst the lower members of society. You can't raise a poor man and enable him to live much better without proportionately depressing others in the same class. Another example of what I'm talking about is this. If in my household I have extra food, I give it to someone poor, I then benefit him, without depressing any but myself and my family, who can probably afford it. I turn up a piece of uncultivated land, and give him the produce. I then benefit both him, and all members of society, because what he before consumed, is thrown onto the common stock, and probably some of the new produce with it. But if I give him money, supposing the produce of the country to remain the same, I give him a title to a larger share of what produce he usually consumes, which will diminish the shares for others. I'll let Peter explain this a little more to you.
Thomas Malthus was born on February 14, 1766. He died on December 29, 1834. He wrote an essay on the principle of population. Malthus went to Jesus College in Cambridge, England. Malthus warned that population growth would exceed resource growth, leading to checks on population. Without population control, the population would be reduced by catastrophes such as famine or war, according to his theory. Malthus also said that population increases faster than the supply of food. According to Malthus, there is two types of checks on populations. There is positive